Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Angelfish, and today we are covering our Little Mermaid Deluxe Mattel Ariel doll. Now, the box that she came in on Amazon, well, she came in a regular Amazon box, and then she came in like the Mattel Creations or Mattel Standard Shipper inside, which item number HNF42, scheduled for, or street dated for April 23rd, 2023. Now, at the Mattel store, she has been out since April 23rd. But as far as regular retailers go, Amazon, she officially is in stock, or May 18th, and has been available for pre-order basically since the first week of May. And I am so excited. It's like a Haute Couture doll, except, you know, not a Haute Couture doll. It's a Little Mermaid doll. And I didn't have to order her from Mattel Creations. She came from Amazon. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, ay Dios mío, I am so sorry. I ruined that moment knocking my camera. But, look at her! Ah! She is gorgeous! Oh, this box is so big, too. On the side, we have Flounder, just like the singing sister... Not singing, but like the sisters 3-pack. And there's little Sebastian down there. Deluxe Mermaid Ariel, 6+ from Mattel. And then the QR code. I don't know what song this will take us to. The Sisters one takes us to the ending part of Your World Reprise. I'm assuming it's the same for all of the Mattel dolls, or maybe it'll take us to a different one. I don't know. I will find out after I finish filming this. I can't really pause in between to figure it out. And then it says, you know, she's got a picture of her prototype on the back. The Little Mermaid Deluxe Ariel. The Little Mermaid reimagines the beloved story of Ariel, a curious mermaid who longs to experience life on land and finds herself on an unexpected journey of self-discovery. Oh, I'm so excited for this movie. Oh my gosh. And she's so pretty. Now, this is the only Mattel Ariel doll that has a fabric tail with full articulation that is currently available. Also the only Mattel Ariel with full articulation. And much like the Sisters pack, she comes in what I like to call the frustration-free packaging, where you just, you know, take her out. Like one slide, there's nothing really holding this in, there's no tape at the top, and basically all you do is just snip the stuff at the back to release your doll, which I will do off camera, and I will get back to you in a second. Okay, I am not a negative person. And I really, really want to enjoy this doll, but I need to let you guys know. Okay, so first off, 2 of her locks were just, like, not fucking rooted into her head. Her rooting is, like, absolute shit. What is this, Mattel? And, you know, this, from the Sisters pack, I get that she's mass-produced, but this was a $45 $51 after shipping and tax doll. What the fuck? Okay, like, I still love her, but that's absolutely insane that 2 of her locks were just not rooted into her head. Like, how did this pass quality control? How? How did that pass? Like, they were just sitting there on top. The only thing that was keeping them on her head was the rubber bands for her hair jewelry, which, as you can tell, I had to take out most of the hair jewelry because her hair was an absolute mess right out of box. And what the fuck, Mattel? And I hate swearing, and I don't like being negative, and it's just, I was so excited for this, and that's not a good first impression right out of box, to just have hair that's not rooted into your doll's head. That's not a good impression at all. In fact, that's a terrible first impression. Now, face-wise, she's basically the same as every other Mattel Ariel we've gotten, pixel screening and all, but she does have rooted eyelashes this time, which are brown, and they're cute, you know. She's got the laid edges, or the baby hairs, I don't think they're laid. One of her eyelashes is longer than all the others. Okay, that's nice. Thank you, Mattel. Where was the quality control on this specific Ariel doll? Why did I get the one that should not have passed through quality inspection? What the hell? I hope nobody else's are like this. And she's got hair coming out of her neck. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, so I took a minute and I actually rerooted those two locks back into her head. It looks a little better. I'm still a little angry. I'm a little upset. Like, how could you do poor Ariel like that? That's disrespectful to her. That's disrespectful to me as the customer. That's disrespectful to Halle Bailey for using her image and botching it like that and letting a terrible quality control pass through. And, yeah, just not great, you know? Anyway, here's the crown. Very cute. I think those are coral that, like, are the little bits at the end. And the, she's got golden starfish and shells and pearls and stuff. I kind of want to re-detail it, you know, add some painted details to it, because it is rather plain. I don't know if she wears it in the movie, I haven't seen it. These are the only two bits of hair jewelry that didn't need to be, like, removed in order to fix her hair. I don't know what I'm going to do about this, because it's all, like, scrunched up. Like, this is not how this is supposed to look at all. Like, what the hell did they do to her? Oh, that's because it's not rooted into her head. Okay, that makes number 3. Oh my god, am I gonna have to... Oh, they're all, like, barely hanging on. Hang on. Ugh, I'm gonna have to fix those off camera. I am not impressed, Mattel. Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not. Wow, okay, well, we will fix those later. But, yeah. Just, she's got an articulated body. It's decent, you know, Monster High-esque. The older bodies, anyway. You know, standard swivel, pivot, wrist. She's a little stiff. That's fine, I suppose. Her bracelet is pearls? I honestly don't know what it is. I have sworn so much in this video already just because of, like, how horrible the quality control for her has been, and I'm honestly so scared to look at the sewing on her tail now. Here's the bra. It's sparkly blue, teal? No, just blue to purple gradient with fin ruffles. It's different from the sister pack one. I don't know which one I prefer. I might swap their tops, honestly. And then she has this tail, which is stretchy fabric. It slides. It's supposed to slide on and off. I want to give you a look at her leg articulation in a second, but I cannot get her... Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's her legs, her body. You know, very stiff joints. She's got sculpted underwear. Pretty decent range of posability. She's got heeled feet, so, you know, that's nice if you want her to wear something different in terms of shoes. And her tail, which I'll put back on her off camera later in a bit. We're actually going to go boil wash her real quick after I show you her tail, just so I can fix her freaking hair, because I'm so upset about that. But her tail is like a stretchy material with the pink to green gradient, metallic iridescent scales. I do wish the scales were not silver. I don't quite like how that looks on camera. In person, it's okay. But on camera, it makes it look really cheap for a $50 doll. And then she's got, you know, these pink organza fins like she's got in the movie. you know, they're okay. I wish they were the same shade of pink as the one on the sister doll, because it's more vibrant. Um, I don't know why it's not the same shade of pink. And then she's got her satin fins, which are floppy, printed only on one side. And I will be adding fray check to them because I absolutely do not fucking trust Mattel to have heat sealed this in any sort of capacity. Actually, maybe heat sealing might be... No, because the organza might catch fire, and I would have to seal all the way up here, so it'll be easier if I just do fray check. And this is kind of like an old Barbie style tail, so there's a hole at the bottom for the feet, which, hang on a sec. Alrighty, she is back in her tail. She can sit in it, pose, but you can see her feet. I'm going to make her a little sock with some fins just to cover that up because I don't want to see it from the back. Some people don't mind. I don't really mind it as much. Some people are adamantly refusing to get this doll because her tail is like that, which, I mean, you do you, that's fine. I wanted her just because I wanted a collector edition Ariel doll because I wasn't going to be able to afford the Disney Store one. The limited edition 17-inch one, not the singing doll. Obviously, I can afford the singing doll, and I probably will get the singing doll at some point. Not right now, but at some point I want to get her just because I want that tail as well, even though the tail for the not 17-inch, the singing inch one is, you know, not as good as this tail, not as good as the 17-inch collector tail. The singing one is still cute, so I want to get her as well eventually. But yeah, that's basically everything she comes with. She's also got these little hair jewelry, these little bits and baubles, which clip onto her locks or hair. They were rubber banded in place. This is like a little shell. This one is another shell. Lots of shells. This one's gold shell. And this one is just a plain little ring. How cute. Now, there's the water stand. And everybody loves the water stand. I love the water stand. It's very unique. It comes apart in 3 pieces here. Like there's 1, 2, like it's in 3 sections. It spirals, it's got bubble detailing, it's transparent and glossy. Very pretty. I love the sculpting on this. And then it's got the actual little stand clip up here, which is a little bit of a more flexible plastic. Thank God for that, because if it were the Barbie signature plastic clips or the Haute Couture Wave 1 plastic clips, I would not trust it to keep her in place. In fact, I would probably assume it would break. And then she just, you know, plugs in right there. And it's nice, you know, in theory. I don't know how many people are going to like it in practice. And for some people, it won't work for their display because it's too tall. For me, it's going to be fine because she's just going to be on my desk. I don't have a set Little Mermaid area to display my dolls yet. I'm thinking of getting a shelf for it because there's going to be a lot of Little Mermaid stuff that I want. But for now, you know, she's going to be on my desk. So I don't mind. This doesn't take up a lot of space, for me anyway. She's got loose hair. Oh, her hair. I'm so disappointed about her freaking quality control for her hair. But, yeah, you know, very plain and simple. The box interior is the same, like, design that every other Ariel doll has had. And with that, I'm actually going to get her undressed and go take care of her hair real quick, and then I'll get her redressed when it's dry and, you know, come back for final thoughts. Oh, and I have to replace these horrible busted ass. Like, what? That is so scrunched. What is that? Who approved that in the quality control lineup? Anyway, I'm going to have to work with that and, you know, reroute her partially, put those back in her scalp. Thankfully, they don't need glue because they're locks, so they should hold themselves in place without glue, so I don't have to decapitate her for this. But it still is like, this isn't something that I should have to do right out of box, and I want to make that abundantly clear. in case any Mattel employees are watching or in case anyone else is watching, that is not something that the consumer should have to do. I'm lucky that I have a reroot tool. The box says 6 and up. If someone gives this to a child and she's got locks falling out, that's a problem. Okay, the quality control, especially for a doll of this price, needs to be better. $10 to $15? I mean, it still needs to be good. But like the fact that the $30 one had good hair, and the $50 one, which has the same hair fibers, and in theory the same process, only difference is the eyelashes. Like, what's with the inconsistency here? I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. It kind of sort of soured the mood, and it's not great. Anyway, we are going to go wash her hair and stuff, just so I can get it tamed, because the box hair, I need to remove whatever else is shedding and get it taken care of. She deserves better. She deserves so much better than that. Like, oh my god, Mattel, how could you disrespect her like that? Anyway, okay. I'm going to try and be as calm about this as possible. But if you don't want to hear me be angry or upset, then I suggest you skip the next 2 to 5 minutes of this video. Because what the fuck, Mattel? Excuse me. I went to wash her hair. None of the plugs in the front, none of her locks up here were actually rooted into her head. None of them. More would have fallen out had I not caught those other two early on and rerouted them back into her scalp off camera. But like, these were not in her head at all. This one was not in her head. This one was not in her head, and this one probably cannot be fixed because it is in such a ratty state. Like, what is this? I get that this is acrylic yarn, but if you can't get a strand to behave, use a different strand. Don't try to fit one in that's not going to work out. This one wasn't in her head. If you're up to now, counting the ones that I rerouted back into her head at the start of the video, that is 6? No, 7 that weren't in her head. But wait, now we're at 8. 8 locks that were not rooted into her head. They were just kind of on top of her head. 9, and this one is really bothersome. Like, what the hell? And number 10 and a half, I think. This one is in such a This is not fit for, what is this? I can't use this one. And 10 and a half, because this one is here too. This is just a unraveled piece of yarn, and that was in her head. I'm so upset right now. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, Mattel. I'm not happy. And normally I don't post reviews where I'm not happy. But this is, I should not have to reroute a doll fresh out of box, and that needs to be known. Mattel, you just got the Disney license back. You've been doing great things with it design-wise, but pardon my French here, step your pussy up when it comes to the quality control, because my god, that is unacceptable. That is absolutely unacceptable. No, I'm not impressed. Will I still love this Ariel doll? Yes. Will I send her back? No, because I don't want to risk getting a worse one. I will do with the locks that I can use what I can. I will reroute them, and they will go back in, and I will fix her hair up, and it will be nice. But that is not something that I should have to do right out of box. That is not something anyone should have to do, and I cannot even fathom Again, because this says 6+ on the box, someone's going to get this Ariel doll for their child. I guarantee you someone has. I cannot fathom. If the quality control on mine, oh, it better have been a fluke. There better not be other Ariel dolls out there right now that are just as bad as this one was. This particular individual. There better not be. Because I can guarantee you that is not at all something that anybody should have to deal with. And let alone a child. A child would not have the resources to reroute locks that you did not properly put in the doll's scalp, Mattel. Okay. Rant aside, and that aside, if we're looking at her objectively design-wise, I would give this Ariel a solid 9 out of 10. Would I say she's better than any of the other Ariel dolls that Mattel has put out? No. And honestly, I don't think it's really fair to compare them because she does have good articulation. And I am a sucker for fabric tails. I do like that. It's a matter of preference here. But as far as impressions go and who was more pleasant to unbox, the Sisters pack seems to have better quality control. So if you're going to get an Ariel doll for your kids and you want to splurge a bit, go for the Sisters 3-pack. Maybe wait on this one. Because the quality control for her, I don't know where it is right now. I'm not seeing it. I have deliberately avoided watching other people's reviews of her, so I don't know if other people have had similar issues. Hopefully not. All I can say is, mine better be a fluke, Mattel. Because that's not at all something any customer should have to deal with. Anyway, that is all for this video, and I am so sorry that that's the direction that this took. Normally, unboxings do not go this way. I am going to give Ariel what she deserves and fix her poor hairline. Because, like, look at her. She looks like she wants to cry. She even has a little water droplet from the boil wash still on here. But, like, yeah, I'm gonna go fix her hair because she's a princess. She deserves better. She deserves to be treated better. And in this home, she will be treated better. But, yeah, that is all for this video. I am, again, so sorry that this is the direction it took. Hopefully the next one will be less me yelling at the camera. And I will see you all in another one. Angelfish, out.